Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire Emblem Binding Blade Hard Mode. So today we're doing the A route of the game, but we'll do the B in the next part. We're showing off both routes. So today joining me we have Cole.
Hello.
And we have Void Sands.
Hello, or just call me Kai, actually.
Okay, Kai it is. So yeah, so in the A route, we're going off to a different part of the Western Isles, and like, it's like a back and forth between the routes, because here we're on the shoreline, but then later we move into the village, whereas in the B route, we start at the shoreline, and then move out we start at the village, and then move outwards into the shoreline. So here, we're just starting with Thingamajig, and as for which route I'm going with, by chapter 12, you'll see which one I decided to hit with canon, but I thought might as well show off both, because, you know, you get different characters, the level ups will be different in either, and so I could decide by the end, okay, which one do I want to go with?
Understandable, because even in the old one, you did that.
Yeah, I just find it the best. I mean, it made it a bit more tough because I've got to show off both routes in hard mode, but you know, more to show off and more to see, more of an experience. You know, you get to experience the full game rather than just a portion of it.
A route in terms of levels, isn't it like objectively better?
I think. Well, in terms of map design, it varies. Because I know there's some people who can't stand 11A, but at the same time, I think it comes down to unit preference and stuff like that. That's usually the deciding factor, because you get Gonzalez in both routes, but in this one, he starts lower level, so you can't promote him instantly, but he has the same bases and growths and obviously a better axe rank, so he has better long-term potential, whereas in the B route, you can promote him instantly, which usually makes up for his bad accuracy and so on. And at the same time, you also get you get Barter in the B pathway, and you get Echidna in the A pathway. Barter has much higher strength than a Brave Axe, but Echidna's a better class line and more well-rounded. It's kind of a give and take type thing.
I don't think I've ever used... I've played Binding Blade like 5 times, and I don't think I've ever used either of them.
I mean, well, they're solid pre-promotes, but there are better ones, and depending on how things go, usually the units you have by that time might be better.
I'm starting to warm up to pre-promotes in my FE career. I'm still not completely gung-ho about using them, but...
I'm not either. I mean, I'm warmed up too, mainly because hard mode... the harder difficulties really make you appreciate them, but...
Oh yeah, Awakening Lunatic.
Well, Awakening Lunatic is literally if you don't use Frederick, we'll just turn off the game.
Basically.
Well, for me, I have never played Binding Blade, but I have been playing through Blazing Sword, and well, I have been trying my best with that, but I wanted to do the canon follow-up, so basically Blazing Sword, then Binding Blade.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Well, to be fair, that's how most people play it, just because, you know, Blazing Sword is easier to come across. Alright, so this chapter, this is an interesting one, because you've got to fight a lot of axe users plus berserkers, you've got to fight, there's ballistas, and there's quite a few druids here, so you've got to be careful of that. So, honest to God, my recommendation for this chapter, as much as objectively bad as this is, it's actually kind of useful to kind of have a good dodge tank here, because even though you don't want to rely on it, having a good dodge tank is useful because you want someone who, because again, with the exception of paladins, they're really good here. Binding Blade doesn't really have units at this point that can sponge both magic and physical damage, so dodging is the next best thing. And because you've got so many axe users, and sword users usually have the higher dodge and ballistas and stuff like that, and sword users usually have the higher dodge rates, I find that's the best one to go. So either a good sword unit or a paladin can be really useful in this chapter, I find.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not completely caught up. Are you using Fur over Rootger this path?
I decided yes, just because even as much as as great as Rootger is, Fur benefits a lot from hard mode bonuses, so she's a lot more viable, and I wanted to show off different teammates whenever possible, especially because Binding Blade is limited in how much freedom you have to train people.
Oh lord, I've literally
training up Wendy because bringing back the Queen of Burn.
Well, again, that was the thing. I did say if she got good enough level ups, I would stick with her, and she did get good enough level ups. Again, the level ups of shit, I would have been like, nope. Again, also, I brought Lilina along because, again, she recruits Gonzalez, and Gonzalez on hard mode gets some, I swear, I can't remember, but I think his HP starts at either 40 or 44, and good lord.
Oh yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah, he's absolutely nuts on hard mode. Oh my god, he's good beforehand, many considering the best non-promoted axe unit. But yeah, again, good dodge there.
I mean, besides not being able to hit his opponent sometimes, I would agree with that.
Well, yeah, he's got bad res too, but then again, most units in this game do. But yeah, his biggest problem is his hit rate issues. Granted, having an Iron Axe or Killer Axe plus weapon advantage helps, but even then, it will only usually be at the 70s at best. So, yeah. So hooray!
So question.
Yep.
I don't want to. If you don't want to tell me because you don't want to spoil it, that's fine. But are you going to be using Sophia?
No. I've been saying this forever. No with Sophia, because here's the thing. Wendy's one thing, but this is hard mode. I do not have the patience for both. No fucking way.
I did some modding to a version of Binding Blade that I did for the server's draft, and I was like, I'll just fix some growth rates, make the bad characters good. I accidentally made Sophia the best character in the game.
Yeah, oh yeah, accidentally.
I mean,
just like, so this is the desert map. Let's make her Pent 2.0.
basically that is what I did.
Yeah. Also, the reason I brought Shana along is because Shana, well, once the ballistas run out, Shana can fly in and just take them out.
Shauna's great.
Yeah, and obviously for this chapter, because of how Binding Blade works, you want to be careful. You definitely want to be careful, but I was like, fuck it, I'll still use her for the eventual thing. Go for it, dodge tank. Do you know what I mean by dodging?
Hasn't gotten hit at all.
It's a complete juxtaposition to last time. Ow!
I remember that. Because you stop using Furby?
Yeah, because for some reason she wouldn't dodge. I don't know why.
And Wendy kept dodging everything.
Okay. Ay. Again, it happens. Yeah, I just realized Lilina's got like next to no HP, but at least she hits hard. Oh, she's about to actually level up too. Yay! Oh,
Lilina,
I'm so happy with the
in
speed.
hard mode, she has potential.
Well, hard mode again. Hard mode is she's one of those cases where hard mode hits her hard. Pardon the pun. And because again, her lower bases means she'll have a very hard time doubling, even though she has good magic damage. The enemy have lots more HP, so she can take off about, a third, half of their HP at most, but that's in one attack, and half the time she won't double, so she can do chip damage, but in Binding Blade, you really don't, you need more than chip damage.
Like I said, I think it's more potential than anything, because she's not gonna, if you can get her good level ups, I think she's decent, but...
Well, yeah, but that's any unit, to be honest. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at those enemy stats. I'm like, thank God I attacked first. Because that's dangerous.
Yeah, I recently found out that I actually like the A path more. In most of my playthroughs, I just did the B path because I didn't actually realize how to, that. I didn't realize that I just thought it was random for a while because I didn't talk to anybody about it.
Oh, right. You just kind of went off just the knowledge you had of the game rather than looking into how it actually worked.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I always went on the B path, and then I tried the A path, and I was like,
Wow,
Gonzalez is much better in this path.
Well, again, that's subject to interpretation, because, again, there are many arguments to say B Gonzalez is better. I know a lot of people prefer A just because, again, you get better axe rank and more time to train him, but some people are like, fuck the training, I want to promote him instantly.
That's true, because then you can just... That was one good thing about using him back in the B path, is he basically was good to go right out of the gate. It's just his potential wasn't tapped into as much.
Yeah, that's the thing again.
I mean, if you get... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to... Yeah, there goes the critical. It's one of those things, like, do you want to train him, or do you want to just, promote him instantly? If you train him, then obviously he's got more potential, but if you promote him instantly, he's got, the higher base stats, so it's up to you.
Yeah, because if you get really bad luck with level ups, there's really no point.
Yeah. Again, Roy's pretty good here because, again, his sword utility and so on, so...
Took for bloody ever.
Yeah, sorry, technical issues, but it happens. So yeah, the pirates are coming, and also, Geese is in this chapter, and you can recruit him with Roy. Again, hard mode, he suffers quite a bit, but he still, he has his uses. I used Geese in one of my other files, and he was pretty solid, but, again, he's no Gonzalez. Sorry.
I don't like Geese. I used him once.
Also, sorry about me being quiet. For some reason, it disconnected me and I had trouble reconnecting.
Again, technical issues. Again, we had this before we even, 10 minutes before the thing even began.
Nobody could get any sound.
Again, it happens. Again,
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So, I will admit, I like Geese's design. But, anyway, you were saying, Cole, you didn't like Geese?
I don't like Geese, and this is completely personal. I do think Gonzalez is objectively better, but
He is objectively better.
when I use Geese, he just like.
Yep. Wait. Oh, did we disconnect again? Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, Geese is absolutely fine. And again, I think in this path he joins with the Braybacks. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of like the Dart situation. He has potential, but you know, he still has things holding him back initially. That's why I didn't use him in hard mode, even though it's like I could have used him, but Gonzalez was just too good to pass up because of those bonuses. They were just really, 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 really nice. Really, really nice. Like, goddamn. Yeah, so I was tempted to use Geese, but ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, I was like, maybe on another normal mode playthrough, because I did use him in my other normal mode run that was off screen, but for this one I was like, nah.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say he's really great in hard mode. In normal mode, I haven't used him. I used him in a hard mode playthrough instead of Gonzalez like a genius. But
And I paid a heavy price.
I did. I kept resetting like at least twice a map, like twice per map, almost always because of him.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes the critical. Alright.
Same.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What was Kai saying?
Not sure, something about fur. But anyway, Clarine's gonna level up now. Yeah. Again, when you use the other staffs, then it really, 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 really helps increase their level just because they get more EXP. Like, again, you should see how much like a freaking what was it? I think what was this? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, Warp actually like gives you quite a bit of EXP.
Warp tends to give you more EXP than healing.
Oh yeah, it does.
Kind of hilarious. It's like if Warp isn't overpowered enough, it
Yeah.
also basically
Easy level up. Yeah.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh.
what a level up that was.
And it's binding. Yeah, it's
That's great.
yeah. I mean, it's binding blade. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Again,
Lance is one of. I'm sorry.
it's those ones with binding blade. You know, getting at least 3 points is considered for me a good level up. Just like that. Well, this one was 4.
He has 1 res.
Yay!
It's better than 0.
Honestly, yeah.
Everybody's like, fucker.
Ouch.
Yeah, but joke's on you. I can double.
Hit rates.
Yeah, again. Oh.
When you see an Armorite double, that's essentially me when I had General Amelia.
Yeah, so when you see an Armalite double, be afraid. Be very afraid.
Because they tend to have
Good strength.
They
yeah.
tend to have attack stats that should balance out by not being able to double.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of that. They can take hits and they can hit hard, but they can't double for shit. For the most part, again, varies per game. But
But General Amelia just comes in and just goes, you know what, screw it all.
well, to be fair,
fast.
Well, especially against the most of the zombie enemies in Sacred Stones, like, my god, are they slow.
No, the thing is, my Amelia actually had like over 20 speed as a general.
Nice. Well, again, she is the lightning. She has the nickname Lightning General.
It's like, my gosh, she was so quick that she could double everyone and just avoid everything.
Yeah.
And she still had the bulk to deal with, to take hits when she did.
I can do everything.
Yeah.
I am a 6-year-old girl in armor, be afraid.
Yeah, be very afraid.
I am as strong as my hero's adaptation.
I mean, look at like Scythia Three Houses. Youngest one there can't live for more than 5 years. Is literal magical god.
Yes, I know that from experience.
We all
She
do.
just annihilates everybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she can't live more than 5 years, but then there's a 5-year time skip. Isn't that a contradiction, or is she just going to die that year?
Well, no, she's predicted to not live more than 5 years, but it's one of those cases where it varies. Like, if her ending with Felix, she actually does die a couple of years later, but like the Linhart one, she lives. It varies. Again, she's one of those ones where it can go either way. It's like, it depends on who I get with.
Oh, someone
If I
has
don't
very
love
high
them enough, I'll
bases.
die.
Well, yeah, she has high stats for now, but, you know, it's one of those ones where I just got lucky with Wendy, because, oh boy, dies to that first archer, man.
I've I've never had a bad luck playthrough with Wendy or Sophia.
Well, good, because if a bad luck playthrough of then is literally like, why even bother?
Basically.
Oh, here comes the brigand.
Yeah, here comes Gonzalez. Yeah, the only playable brigand in the GBA series. That's probably another reason why people like him, because he's the only playable brigand, and also like Akin is the only female hero, so that's cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna just go rah.
The series needs more berserkers in general. There's only like 2 per game at most usually.
Yeah, well, it's because of the type of class. Again, berserkers and brigands are mostly enemies, and you know, while enemy units are a thing, most enemy units are either like dark mages or myrmidons or wyverns.
Yeah. It's like, one berserker I always find who is somehow becoming useful. Charlotte, she annihilates everybody where I use her in...
Well, yeah, because Berserker Charlotte has an unnaturally high crit rate. Like, not Rutger levels, but pretty good.
And
I mean, literally, in one account, I have got her to over 100 crit with 100% crit with the Great Club.
Okay, then. Again, Charlotte, do you even crit?
I mean,
it's basically, you either crit or you miss.
Pretty
with
much.
Charlotte.
It's all or nothing with Charlotte. So yeah, Gonzalez has 44 HP starting out. And Lilina's like, woo! You know what? Lilina's like, ooh, I could use those bases. You know what? I'm just waiting for Lilina to jump on his shoulder like Rocket Raccoon and Gonzalez's Groot.
Groot.
We could definitely use a member with your assets. Honestly, with my luck, if Charlotte had 100% crit, she still wouldn't crit.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that in Path of Radiance where Zero had 100% crit and he didn't crit, and I was like, but literally the math literally just said.
You cannot not crit it, you did it anyways.
Yeah. You fucked up and then some.
Honestly, with how overpowered the killer weapons are in Fates, like, honestly...
Yeah.
Well, it's because they do 4 times the damage now.
And not to mention the fact that their drawback is literally only -10 avoid.
Which for a game like Fates is pretty good considering steel weapons is like -3 speed.
Not to mention the fact that Levin swords and the other magical weapons literally can't crit, can't use skills, and gives -20 avoid.
And yet Camilla's still amazing with the bolt axe. But then again, that's Camilla.
She is.
Camilla, I'm amazing. Camilla, honey, I'm amazing with everything. I like how the thing went after Roy despite having weapon advantage. He looked at Wendy and was like, oh, fuck that.
Doesn't Wendy have like 3 HP left?
No, she got healed. Saul healed her.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, I couldn't remember if she got healed or if I was just remembering...
Someone got healed. Yeah, someone got healed. I don't know who. Yeah, the damn dark mages. They hurt.
Speaking of Camilla, in one round I actually paired her with Ryoma and made her into a sword master, and she actually looks pretty good at it as it.
Interesting. Sword master Camilla.
Bad idea. That's low weapon ranks though.
True, but that's Fates in general.
With Sunrise Katana, she just went crazy with Avoid.
I mean, that's
the main weapon I had on her.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Fates, it's one thing I really couldn't stand is that whenever you reclass or promoted, for the most part, you always start at E rank. I'm like, come on, at this level, fuck off.
Honestly, as somebody who started with Awakening and Fates and then went back and played those games, especially with games like Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, when I promoted and I was like, oh cool, they get axes, and they got like C rank axes. Yeah,
it's like, what? Yeah, Gonzalez is like 16 speed, 16 strength starting out. Very nice.
Lucas like D or C and stabs
I think it's C rank staff, or it could be B if I remember correctly. It's either C or B rank. It's probably C rank, but that's still the physics staff straight out the gate. Makai's the same, C rank staff straight away.
Yeah, and one thing I actually found out that it's kind of okay, one thing I found out is kind of crazy is actually Rinka isn't actually bad as a dread fighter.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised because she has the bulk, so give her like the speed and like attack to compensate for that.
And it gives her the res.
True, yeah,
so
again, and she
takes everything.
Yeah, again, all she needs now is the HP.
Yeah, that's the one issue I'm seeing. It's like she's like level at one point she's like level 20 and she only has like 25 HP.
Yeah, it's like this is so weird. I mean, granted, yeah, she takes like 4 damage, but that's still 25 HP. That's still 25 HP.
Who are we referring to again?
Rinka.
Rinka. Oh, she would. Oh, yeah, that low HP would. She would make a good Dread Fighter. I might try that
Well,
sometime.
Dread Fighter is also one of those classes where you can't really go wrong.
It's
Yeah,
just a good
and she
class.
always starts with clubs, and giving her 1-2 range isn't too bad.
Not at all, not at all. Again, that's why whenever I play Conquest, it's like Mozu Dreadfire so that you can actually be useful.
For me, I actually do something surprising. I immediately transform Mozu into an archer, and then
I know
take
some
her down towards Kenshi.
Yeah, I know quite a few people like to do that as well, but I prefer to make her thingy in Conquest just because, again, I could really use a Dreadfire early on, and I reckon, like, considering how bad she's starting out, might as well make her as good as possible now. It's more for early game effectiveness rather than, like, long term.
I
And
mean,
the
if you're playing
surprisingly-
Conquest, obviously, it's hard for her to be good that early.
Surprisingly, the one thing useful about Arch Mozu is actually, even in her starting chapter, her being able to attack the faceless without getting attacked back is really nice.
Oh yeah, definitely, because, yeah, when you want to train
She's
units, you want to
one-shot
make
by
sure that,
faces.
you
And
make
not to
sure...
mention that she can literally poke the boss without any harm.
Yeah, and
at
again,
all.
then you could just, like, again, farm EXP from that. That's how people use Fiona. They literally use the counter, go in, attack, move back, because boss EXP, even if you just fight them, is usually pretty decent. Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gonzalez does have hit rate problems, but when he hits, oh boy, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, he hits hard, and he doubles, which is nice, because it's like, low hit rate or not, if you're doubling.
Yeah, and again, my Gonzalez is
Skill,
getting some
you gotta
damn nice
skill.
level ups.
Speaking of which, Fur is, like, as I've been watching this, Fur has been doing really well. Like,
Yeah, she's almost
barely
capped her
been hit.
speed and skill, and her strength's pretty good too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
speed
think,
and skill you kind of expect from Myrmidon.
Yeah, but she's almost capped it. That's the best part.
I think that,
Like when Wendy's like, fuck the hammer. That's funny, that would have killed her, but
Oh,
Wendy's like, fuck your hammer.
oh, I love watching these playthroughs of Wendy just being good.
I know, it's weird because it's like Wendy's like so do or die. It's like, hey, it's either all or nothing with me, otherwise I'm worthless.
It's like,
Basically.
it's like that's what me and Amelia. It's like everyone says Amelia sucks. Me, I'll use her anyways.
I mean, my favorite unit in this game is Sophia, so...
Yeah, well, again, it's one of those things where people have their favorites. Lots of people love Nino. Again, people when I was live streaming Blazing Sword, and then Lynn was just getting like ridiculous level ups and stuff. It's like I didn't even intend for this, but it happens.
I think Fur with good level ups.
And I remember back to your
Boy.
Sacred Stones like play.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh.
Also killer crit, boy. Not killer crit.
Yeah, well, again, it's one of those things with this. Myrmidons, even if they don't have the things, they're going to critical pretty often. Plus, Binding Blades RNG is also weird when it comes to criticals. For better
I
or
would
worse.
say Binding Blade Myrmidons and Swordmasters are also just way better than they usually are. Just because
Oh, yeah, they're really good in this game because plus 30 crit and mostly axe-based enemies, so they really excel.
Like, they do not suffer at all from being sword blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, 12 strength and 13 defense. That's how it should be for a knight. Well, at least they should be
That's right.
close by.
That's why I don't actually think Binding Blade takes place in the same world as Blazing Blade.
Well, I didn't know different enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They changed over time. It's like last time it was nothing but lance users. Now we're going to switch to
Hey,
axes and
time
take
to
on lance
answer.
users.
I think
Oh boy,
Binding
time to get the
Blade-
dancer.
Yeah, and Layla's like, oh, Roy, take me. Like, why would you be so interested in Roy? I've seen him in Smash Brothers. You're
And then
top
Roy's
tier as
like,
fuck.
Roy's like, I'm 14.
15.
Okay. Okay, so I was close.
Yeah, close enough. That still doesn't explain Cecilia and him getting married at the end. That's weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you A support, I think him and Cecilia get married. I'm like, that is so weird.
That is weird. I don't like
There's
it.
the one suggested one that even the game tries to suggest to you is, of course, Lilina Roy.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
obvious. Childhood friend, she's a little sweetheart, and both their dads were best friends.
And then they could have Gonzalez as a body.
Not to
double.
mention, she keeps dropping hints every so often.
Yeah, very, very true. Again, it's the whole Marth Sheeta thing. Again, Layla is thirsty. Layla was just like, oh, baby. Oh, Roy, take me. I know she's just trying. I know she's just going to
we got the
hug him
Wyvern
and stuff
Killer.
like that, but it's funny.
Oh boy, we
She's
got the
like-
Wyvern Killer.
Yes, we do have the Wyvern Killer. because god damn it, we're gonna need it at one point for chapter 14
She sees
specifically.
She sees Roy and is like, "Oh, it's the best! Oh, if it isn't the best lord in the series!"
And Sigurd's like, I'm over here.
And then I forgot his name. I'm just gonna
Wait.
call him Merchant Man. Merchant Man goes, "What is wrong with you? Get off of him!"
Merlinus? It's Merlinus.
Yeah. So
Merlinus.
yeah. So anyway, that was chapter 10A, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for the technical issues, but we got through it. Thank you very much to my co-commentators for joining me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next time we're doing, well, technically we're doing 10B next, but next time we do the A route, we're going to tackle one of the biggest maps in the game. We're going to get a lot of new units, and it's going to be one hell of a fight, because, baby, they just throw everything at us. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. We will see you next time. Take care, and have a wonderful day.